Um, the country band broke up in Austin when the band was called Frida and the Fire Dogs. And we were quite popular in Austin. I mean, that really put me on the map and gave me a platform to work from that got me here today. Then I had to decide what to do next, and I did weigh all of that. I weighed joining a band, someone else's band, which I'd always done, or starting a band of my own, or doing something else. And I was pregnant at the time. So I started my own band, figuring that then I could call the shots. I could say when we were going and where and how we were going to work, and by the way, that person over there is going with us because she's going to hold the baby while I'm playing, and that's why I started a band. And then it was just like a test to see if it was going to work, if I could make it go. And I got lucky at that time, as I have frequently in my career, by meeting the right person at the right time. And we made our first record, which was at that time, what you did was you'd make a 45. You'd make a single, A and B side single, and then you would take it around to the clubs in your town and to the radio stations, and you'd send it out to radio stations and other places and see if you could get it played, and then if you could, maybe you could go play there. And that's what we started with. And I went to a club owner in Austin, a couple who had Soap Creek Saloon, which was one of our great clubs, and see if they'd put it on the jukebox. And she said, yeah, and I'm thinking I'd like to try this agent manager thing. Do you want to be my client? And I said, I certainly do, because at that time and in that place, agents were kind of scoundrels generally who got you frat gigs, frat parties, and corporate gigs, and then took an unfair amount of money, skimmed off too much money, and they didn't have a good reputation, and there weren't very many of them. You would have taken one anyway if there had been any. So this woman and I started out together and worked together for 12 years. She got me my first 2 record deals.